Hello everyone, I am Bharat. Welcome back. In our last session, we studied about variables in Python. Today, we will learn about data types in Python. So now let's get started. What is a data type? The type of data stored in a memory location or a variable is its data type. That means the type of data we are storing in a variable is known as its data type. We are storing some data in a variable, right? Now, what type of data we are storing is a data type. Okay, I think you are clear with what a data type is. So now let's move on and see how many types of data types we have in Python. First we have is numbers. Then we have strings. The third data type we have is list. List is a sequence data type. Okay, we will learn about them. The fourth one we have is tuple. Then we have set. And at last we have a dictionary. Now let's move on and see them in details. Python numbers. Numbers or numerical data type mainly has numerical values. Now we have three data types under this number data type. Let's see them. First one is int, second is float, and the third is complex number. So what is int? Int is non-floating point values. We have studied integers in mathematics also. The non-floating point values comes under int data type. For example, 10, 20, 5, 0, 1, 100, 200. This comes under int data type. Then we have float data type. Float is a decimal values, or we can say that it is a floating point values. When we write a number having decimal values, then that number comes under float data type. Now another data type we have is complex. Complex numbers in Python are same as we have complex number in mathematics. Do you remember we use imaginary values in mathematics? Like in maths, we were using a plus pi, where I is the imaginary part of that number. And this I represents as imaginary number as under root minus 1. Same in Python, we will use imaginary numbers, but we will use a in place of I. For example, if I write a equals to 20 or b equals to 100, so here 20 and 100 are non-floating point values. So this comes under integer data type. So we can say int data type. Another is float. If I write 20.23, then we have this 0.23 a decimal number. So this comes under float data type. I can also use b equals to 10.0. This zero point 0 is also a decimal number, so this will also comes under float data type. Now let's see example of complex number. A equals to 20 plus 10j. Here I have written 10j. J is that imaginary part we were using in mathematics. Okay. Same we were writing in mathematics, we will use this equation here in the Python also. Python has provided us this facility to write complex numbers in our programs. We will see some more examples of it later on. Now move on and let's see our second data type. The second data type we have is string. Let's learn about strings in Python. A string in a Python is a sequence of characters, or we can say that it is a combination of characters. Okay, strings are immutable in nature. That means we cannot change or modify a string, although we can create a new copy, but the original string cannot be changed in our program. That means we can create a new string, but we cannot change the original string we already created in the program. You will get it cleared when we see some examples of them. Now see how to write a string. A equals to Bharat. I have written this Bharat in a single quote. you can see that I have written a quote before B and after T also. So the important thing to remember here is we always write strings in a single quote or a double quote that I have defined below that. We can also write strings in double quotes. Both single quotes and double quotes are acceptable in Python. Now, a string has many operations. So we will learn these operations in our upcoming sessions. Now let's move on. Another data type we have, that is list. That means it will store values in the order and can also change the list elements in our program. That means we can change the list elements that we have defined. As you have learned in strings, we cannot change the string. In list, we can change the list elements. Now let's see examples of it. Okay, now this name is a list data type. Now the important thing remember here is we always write list elements into a square bracket. That means we always use square brackets to write the list elements, and we always separate all the elements with a comma. Okay, let's see what it prints. Now it has printed the list which I have provided above. Now the next data type we have is tuple. Tuple is ordered and unchangeable in nature. That means it will store values in the order we will provide it, and unchangeable means we cannot change the elements of tuple after defining a tuple. Now, tuple can also accept duplicate entries. That means we can store same values multiple times. For example, I can store 100 multiple times. Now, to define a tuple, we always use round brackets. For example, animals equals to I have written round brackets, and between these round brackets I have written my all the elements that are horse, lion, tiger, lion. I have provided lion two times. So now let's see what it prints. It has printed lion two times. That means it can accept duplicate entries also. Now let's move on to another data type we have, that is set. Now set is unordered. That means set will never store the values in the order we provide it. The set shuffles the elements. That means if I write 10, 20 and then I print this set, this can also give me 20, 10 as an output. Set do not accept duplicate entries. That means it does not store similar values multiple times. For example, here I have written lion two times. Now let's see what it prints. Hey, it has printed lion only single time. I've also noticed that it has also shuffled the elements of the set. So the two things remember is it is always unordered, and the second is it will not accept duplicate entries. Set is always written into curly braces. We were using round brackets for the tuple, square brackets for the list, and here for the set we will use curly brackets. Now let's move on to our last data type, that is dictionary. Dictionary is unordered and changeable. You know the meaning of unordered? That means it will shuffle the elements, and changeable it means we can also change the elements of the dictionary later on. Now, no duplicate values. Dictionary does not support duplicacy of values. You already know the meaning of duplicate values. So let's move on. The important thing to remember about dictionary is it stores data in key value pair. That means first we have to write key and then we will write value of that key. And we will always separate elements with comma as we were doing earlier in our data type. Let's see example. Rs equals to, here I have written curly braces, and in between curly braces I have written all the key value pairs. The first key value pair is brand colon Maruti. Here brand is the first key and the Maruti is the value of that first key. Then I have written comma. Comma is for separation. The second element is model colon 800. Here model is the second key and 800 is the second value for that key. The last key value pair I have written is year colon 1964. Year is the third key and the 1964 is the third value. Okay, so the value for the key brand is Maruti and value for the key model is 800. Similarly, the value for the key year is the value 1964. Okay, now let's see what it prints. It has printed brand colon Maruti. That means brand is the key and Maruti is the value. Second is model colon 800. Your model is the key and 800 is the value. The last is year colon 1964. Here is the last key and 1964 is the last value. So always remember that in dictionary we will provide key value pairs. This is all for today. Today we have learned the overview of all the data types we have in Python. But for the deep knowledge of these data types, in our upcoming sessions, I will explain you in detail. Thank you very much and have a great day.